Welcome back everyone, I'm Kebly's Games, this is the Planet Crafter, and numbers are still going up nice and fast. That is going to be the focus of today, because we are rapidly approaching the end game. The terraformation index is at 1.74 terraforming index, and the game ends more or less when we reach 5. So we have 4 terraformation index to try and earn as much money as possible, and to try and make the terraformation index happen as quickly as we can. At the minute we have 136,000 and a half money, which is good. We need 250,000 if we want to get the third of the 3 endings, so we might as well try and do that. Why not? And to do that we're going to be building the teleporter and teleporting to different parts of this map and doing all that stuff. But for right now we're going to concentrate on doing T5 stuff. We're going to do another 6 T5 drills. I believe we have 2 T5 drills. We'll check on the power thing. Yeah, 2 T5 drills. So we'll do another 6 of those. They're fairly easy to make. Where are they? Where are they? Here they go. 2 super alloy rods, 1 osmium rod each. So we need 6 osmium rods. We've been finding lots of osmium rods and 12 super alloy rods. We found lots of them as loot as well, because we finally made it to the eastern desert. And we found all kinds of good stuff in there, lots and lots of loot. Then round about here on this map was a ladder from a survivor from a previous spaceship. It had exactly the same message in it as the little shuttle which crashed in the Grand Canyon up here. This crash here. So we think it might be the survivor from that, or it might be a separate person from the same expedition who crashed on a different ship. He found lots of relics there, and he reckoned that they were the same race that humanity had encountered a few hundred years before, who then mysteriously disappeared. So maybe we think now that the Wardens are that race, and considering this game is set in the early 3000s, that means that the Wardens were not on this planet for very long, which kind of explains why there's only a few of their hidden bases on the map, and they're not all that well developed. So here we are. We do have a machine optimizer here, but as you can tell from the size of the Tech 5 drills, getting 8 of these to be within range of this thing is not going to be an easy task, but we shall try. That's T4, that's T5. These things are absolutely ginormous. They're really difficult to place because they're so damn big. We'll try one there. You can of course try and spin the legs around. It does not make it all that much easier to place them. You ideally want to be quite some distance away from them when you're placing them. Right, that's 4, 5, 6. Maybe one in this way somewhere, maybe. Just try and rotate it a bit. 7. Okay, maybe that is 8. I don't know, but I'm bored of placing these things now, so that's a butt ton of T5 drills. I don't really care how many of them are within range of the optimizer. Right. What is the heat number now? It's probably like 55 million. Pressure 52 million. The heat comes from 8 Tech 5 heaters with an optimizer right in the middle, and the pressures come from however many of these. We did build 8 T5 drills, and the trade rockets arrived with its payload of 175 money. That was an entire payload full of superfood worth 7 credits each, so that's really terrible. So for money, we're definitely going to build a teleporter and do all that stuff, farming wrecks for money, because we know we can find like between 5 and 10,000 money per wreck, so we'll have to farm up these wrecks. Speaking of farming, let's build a Tech 2 aquarium. Now we're going to have to figure out where we're going to hang this thing, because it does stick out over the top of the base. It is a dome, but it's a double dome. It's got an upward and downward dome, so we're going to have to I don't think there's anywhere for it to fit in our base. Because we can't hang it out over there because all these drills are in the way. Unless we demolish some of the T2 drills. Well, we'll gather the and I believe only fish tanks are in this room that we're standing on. Maybe we will do that. Right, let's go and gather all the components for that anyway, and we'll see whether or not it's marked as red. I'm assuming it will be. I think I saw we need phytoplankton A, B and C. Yep, A, B, C, circuit board, T2 fertilizer, super ally rod. Circuit board, super ally rod, phytoplankton A, B, C, and the fertilizer, which you'll have to go and make downstairs. Right, this won't take long. It took literally no seconds at all. Right, let's get outside and see if it fits here. That's no way is that going to fit. No, T2 fertilizer. My mistake. Right, please wait 5 seconds. That needs to go back in there. Again, the icons on the pinned menu in the top left are far too small and you cannot tell what they are half the time. Spin it round, and even if the drills were not in the way, it wouldn't fit anyway because it's too close to the ground. So we're going to have to go up again and then hang it. Or do we just build it in the lake and add a door? I think we'll maybe just do that. That's probably the easiest thing. Let's just build it in the lake. We'll just dangle it in the lake. Come on. Come on. Right, fine, we'll go this way. Again, buildings can only be placed in cardinal directions, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. But it's not too bad. Right, we'll just... No, that's too low. God damn it. Just... delete it. Oh, Jesus. This is going to be a real pain in the ass, isn't it? Right, you go there, and then we'll build a door, and then we'll build a couple of ladders to get up to there. I just could not be bothered making the base a high rise and having that hanging off the side. It would look really stupid as well. Right, what do we need for a door? Don't need that to be pinned anymore. We need a door and a couple of ladders. Door, iron, titanium, silicon. Iron, titanium, silicon. I'm assuming ladders are just iron, so we'll take a whole load of iron. Again, it doesn't have to be connected. None of the things I built have to be connected to each other. That was just for ease of access. Speaking of access, door, and then we'll need a ladder. Ladders do clip, they do snap onto doors, but they can be really, really finicky, as you can probably tell. That's nowhere near the door. Jesus H. Christ. Right. Fine, we'll go this way then, shall we? We'll look at it from this angle. No, that's nowhere near... Oh, for Jesus Christ. I'm beginning to wish I had just built this bloody thing hanging off the base. Right, you know what? Just fuck off. What I'll do, I'll build a ladder and then I'll snap the bloody thing onto the ladder. And then put the door on it. Well, we got there in the end. Jesus, that was pain. Right, this holds 3 fish eggs, so let's go and get 3 fish eggs. Oh, that was just painful, man. Sometimes the base building is a bit of a pain in the ass. We've got these Provo's fish eggs. I'm sure we can upgrade them in the incubator. No, these just need phytoplankton. 250, 250, 250, 300. Right, we'll go for phytoplankton C, T2 mutagen and fertilizer. Let's go and get that. Right, let's make some fish. That, fish. And we're also going to have to make animals, because we have unlocked mammals, so we're going to have to get on that as well. And mammals is a whole thing, it really is. But I'm sure we'll be fine. We shall survive. Right, mammals live in animal houses, these. So we're going to need 5 water bottles, because we're going to make 5 of them. And 5 circuit boards, 5 silk. Silk lives here. 5, is that lerma seeds? It is lerma seeds. I couldn't tell because the icon's so absolutely teeny tiny. And what looks like methane. Yep. And a fertilizer of the Tech 2 variety. Alright, it's easy. Thank you, drones. Right, excellent. Whilst the fish are incubating, let's go and build all the animal shelters. And we'll just kind of dot these around at the edges of the forest. I want to be able to find them. Can we just... 1. Doesn't matter where you put these, really. Again, everything in this game has massive hitboxes, which becomes a real pain in the ass to place things. And we'll just do the last one here, because why not? Okay, so how do we get animals in the animal shelter? Because the animal shelters do not spawn animals, they just house animals. Well, we have to create animals from DNA. We have to put DNA in here. When you mouse over it, you can pet animals. Once in a while, petting an animal will give you a trait of the animal, if the animal is fed. This trait will either be from the creature's traits, or it will be a random rare genetic trait. And you need genetic traits to make animals. That's how animals are made. So we're going to go and have to make a gene splicer, because there is a different gene splicer than the one we already have. This is for genetically manipulating trees, as we see. I could go to the pain of making all Shriox trees and changing all of the T2 and T1 tree spreaders out for Sherrox trees, but I'm not sure if I can be bothered. Right, gene splicers, let's speak about them. There are 2 gene splicers we need. There is a gene analyzer and the gene compiler. Where are they? Have we not unlocked them yet? Surely we've unlocked them. We haven't unlocked them yet. That's what we need, 52 kilotons of biomass. Well, oh, we got quite a rare fish. We got a 500. Alright, that's cool. In which case, let's get some fish in the new fish bowl. Look. 3 fish. Bim, bim, bim. We don't need that to be pinned anymore. And these just swim around like this. This does not produce anything. It just produces 650 grams of animals per second, which is quite a lot. And that's of course going to be multiplied by animal rockets, which we will send into space at some point in the future. Right, how we doing? Nearly 51 kilotons of biomass. And we're going to need 52 to open the genetic sequencer. That's the thing we need. Creates creatures' DNA by combining genetic traits. So where's the gene decompiler? Where the balls is that? Yeah, genetic extractor. Okay, we can at least go and create lots of genes. Ah, here it is. It's not in the biomass tree. It's in the machines tree, because of course it is. Blazar, Pulsar, Solar, Osmium Mod, Circuit Board, T3 Mutagen. There's the Solar, there's the Blazar, there's the Quasar, there's the Circuit Board, there's the Osmium Rod, and there's the T3 Mutagen. Right. Can we fit this in this room? This looks like a good space for them. Where are we? Genetic extractor. Will it fit in the doorway? No. Oh, god damn. Of course it won't. Right, fine. We'll do them here. We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Bam. And you can put anything in here, any of this stuff in here, and it will extract its traits. And as you see, it tells you what you get. So we're going to need some species. So we'll go and grab some bee larvae, rare larvae, and silkworms, because I think the species you get is determined by what you put in. So we'll do 2 bees, 2 rares, and a silkworm. We're going to do a lot more than that. 5 extract genetic traits, and it scans them. That's going to, and then there we are. That's the traits. So we've got 1 species 3, 1 species 1, 1 species 1, 1 species 2, 1 species 3. We're going to put this on supply, all priority 1. Then we're going to run upstairs, because we have a genes box which should really be downstairs, and we're going to demand all genetic traits. Priority 1. We already have some, so here's the other ones that have come up. We found these as loot, which is pretty good, and that's the 5. So we've got 6 species, which is good. In fact, we've got 7 species DNA samples, which is good. When we unlock the DNA sequencer in 0.5 TI's time, that will tell us that we need a species, a colour A and a colour B at minimum. Skin pattern colour, bioluminescence and size don't matter. Colour A and colour B is what you need. So what is colour A and colour B? What can we use for those? Looks like the butterfly larvae are all colour A. So we'll go and grab a selection of these, like that. Throw them in here. And the drones will take them away. There we go. There's lots of different colours. Now we need colour B. So what do we have that's colour B? Fish eggs, apparently. Okay, apparently like all the fish eggs and... yeah, fish eggs seem to be colour B. Or the flowers we've been stockpiling for the whole game. Right, let's go and get a selection of flowers. Have 1, 2, 3, 4... another Shenga. Throw these in. Extract the traits. And here we are. Genetic synthesizer is ready. And the drones will take all the colour Bs away. Okay. Now we can build a genetic synthesizer. So we don't need that. Do need that. Let's squint at the tiny icons in the top left. I think that's a magnetar and a blazar and another blazar. No. A quasar? Yes. And what looks like a super alloy rod, which we've run out of, so we'll just go and make one. Thank you. And what looks like a yellow mutagen, which is T4. And can you tell what that little icon is in the top left? Because I sure as balls can't. It's a circuit board. Okay, now we can unpin it. So now when we come down here, we can make the synthesizer, and that will go just here. Right, now we need to actually go and grab some genes. I should really move the genes box to here. So I'm gonna do that. We've never used a recycler. We'll move the recycler to somewhere else. We need the genes to be next to the genetic stuff. Genes. Demand that one. Right, then we'll just empty the genes box upstairs. We don't have that many of them, so we'll just slurp them all out. Cancel the demand. Set it to priority 0. Delete the name, leave it as an empty box. Okay, we've got all the genes we own in our hat pockets. And this is the gene sequencer. As you see at the top, these are the ones that are mandatory. You need to have a species, it needs a colour A, it needs a colour B, everything else is completely optional. That's like a species variant. We have a species variant, so we'll make some species. We'll just do that. We'll do species number 1, colour A, brown, colour B, yellow. Make this strength 10 bioluminescent. Maybe give it stripy colours. And there we are. 1 creature DNA. It's synthesized instantly. So we'll just pick everything else more or less at random. We need a colour A. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. Apparently we don't have enough colour A's. How do we not have enough colour A's? I definitely put 5 butterflies in the sequencer. Give me that. Right, now we have 5 DNA strands. Dump that in there. Okay. And now we can go to the creature spawner, the creature houses. We'll do this one first. And you just throw your DNA in there, and it instantly spawns your disgusting creations. Our skin pattern, when you mouse over it, it tells you what all the things are. When you pet it, as you'll see, we have gained a genetic trait. And we'll try and... the hitboxes in these things are a real pain in the ass because they're moving. There you go. So because these guys are brand new and they're fully fed, we can pet them and get their genetic traits. Hello little lizard dude. How are you? And we get random genetic traits. So we've got bioluminescent, a colour A and a colour B. So if we can keep these guys fed, then every now and then we can come back and pet them. Oh, look at the little horsey boy. So if you have enough animals and keep them fed, you just come back and find them and pet them. That's why I wanted them in like quite a tight area, so we can find them and pet them, because they're pretty little. We don't have any size modifiers yet. So we'll do that. So what we're going to have to build now is a creature feeder. I really should rebuild the recyclers somewhere. We'll just stick it back here. This is where it came from. Recycler, where are you? There you are, you disgusting piece of absolute garbage. That's not in the way of anything, is it? No, right, fine. Oh, we're about to actually die of thirst. That was close. That was too close. You do hear a really loud heartbeat just before you die, so that's a good indicator. Right, creature feeder. We need to make some creature feeders and make some creature feeding food. Creature feeder is here. We'll pin it. So we're going to need 5 of these as well. So another 5 water bottles. And what looks like another 5 silk. And 5 honey. And 5 bioplastic nuggies, which we'll have to craft. If the drones will get out my way. And 5 circuit boards? Yes. Okay, so whenever I can't read an item, it seems to be circuit boards. Right, that's enough of that. Okay, we actually made too many. And we're also going to have to make T1 food for these guys. Why is the recipe not showing? Have we not unlocked that? T2 animal food's there. Yeah, well, where the animal feed at? Oh, okay. Apparently T1 animal food unlocks at 85 kilotons of biomass. And T2 unlocks at 2.25 T2. We're going to unlock T2 before we unlock T1 because we've just been completely ignoring the biomass for far too long. Okay. Well, we can build the feeders at least. And then I suppose we should start making more animals. Don't land on the little... whatever that guy is. When you mouse over it, it tells you this is producing 310 plant. It's actually producing heat and pressure and plants and insects and animals. And because it's got these guys in it, it's multiplying the animals by 1,000. So this is just chucking out the animals. Right, so let's build the feeders. Where are they? There they are. Animal feeder. We'll just chuck one there. So we'll put one in front of each of these little shelters. Can't believe that we're going to unlock Tech 2 animal feed before Tech 1. I hope that the Tech 2 animal feed doesn't require Tech 1 as an input. I would be amazed if it doesn't. Where's the other shelter? Ah, balls. I was trying to build them all at the edge so I could see them easily. One. That'll be this one right here then. You big moron. Right, there you go. Okay, and when you mouse... Oh, wow, okay. Apparently each one of these feeders have a really long range. Okay, that's pretty cool. And it holds 10 food, so we can just fill that with food. I think the animals can actually eat crops instead of dedicated animal feed. Animals can eat food placed in the animal feeder. If animals are hungry, they will not give traits, they won't grow, they won't generate terraformation values. Animals can eat the same thing you can eat. In that case, let's give them beans. Let's just feed these little guys with some beans. I was going to say, why have we not got any beans? Because I've been making my own food. So let's just feed these guys on squash. Like farmers of old. Boop. There you go, guys. Eat up. Be healthy and happy. The good thing is that these animal feeders are overlapping, which tells me that the animals here, if they eat all 10 food from there, they can also come here and get food from this one. So it's like a redundancy thing. So we don't... Oh god, we're going to run out of squash. I think there's 1.5 of these still to go, so we'll just... yeah, we'll give them a mixed diet on the last 2. Okay, that's now telling me that we're going to have to build some actual outdoor farms. You know, the farms that make 5 crops from a single seed. So we'll go and do that. Oh, God, I can't count either, apparently. No, that's full. That's full, because we just filled it. That's full. That's full. So where's the 5th one? Hiding back here behind this rock. Okay. Yep, I can't count. Right, fine. We're gonna have to make farms to just feed the animals. That's okay. That's not an issue. I can do that. All in the name of number go higher. Because big number good. And we should go and melt down some more butterflies for their genetic traits. No, that's the prepared genes. Because this thing works almost instantly. Oh. Oh, I see what the problem is. I've told this to supply everything. So the... Okay, so the drones were removing the butterflies as fast as I could put them in. Because I'm an idiot. Okay, now I've restricted it to only supply genetic trait. Sometimes I can be really, really stupid. Thank you, drones. And species is these, which are filled up already. Lovely, thank you. In fact, just give me all this. So that's another 15 species, 15 colour A's. Thank you, drones. And we're going to have to find more colour B's, which is plants. And we have a crap ton of plants. I've actually been melting them for quite some time. And it looks like the plants that we took out have been replaced from our outlying bases, which is nice. So they've obviously got lots of plants all over the map. And the drones are replenishing them from those. Nice. Would a drone come and get... Right, fine. I'll remove it myself. Goodness sake. Oh. Okay. I apologise, drones. I apologise. You were right, and I was wrong. I can admit when I'm wrong. And on that occasion, I was wrong. Oh, just. Also, genes. Demand that one go. Now the drones will empty them out. Drones are obviously too busy to empty out these genes. How am I thirsty again already? God damn. Who knew that being a mad scientist was such thirst-making work? Supplied genetic trait priority 1. Demand genetic trait priority 1. Demand genetic trait priority 1. Maybe we just don't have enough drones. Yeah, I think the drones are all busy doing other stuff. Oh god, yes. Looks like they're all bringing... What are they... Oh, okay. These must be bringing plant samples from our remote bases. Okay. That's okay. I can move stuff myself if I have to. I don't mind. Right. Let's go and get some species. Order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and some colour A's. Don't care if I'm making all the same creature, we just need to make lots of creatures. 1 colour B, colour A, go. Give. A, B, go. Give. Species A, B, give. Species A, B. Gimme that. That's another 5 creatures. Alright, we've got another 10 little critters to go and spawn, so let's go and do that. And these ones will be spawned here. And you're all very similar because you're all from the same gene stock. And I haven't got very many good genes yet, but just you wait. One of you, when I pet you... Hold still while I pet you. Oh, come here, you stupid lizard. Stop whining. Oh my god. Right, we got 5 genetic traits, so that's good. They're only little at the minute, but they'll get bigger. There's another 5, and again, they're all going to look fairly similar, because it's the only genes we have. Thanks, guys. Thank you for your genetic information. Right, we'll go and make another 10 genes. And then we'll go and do something else. And stop being a mad scientist. Right, what did we get? We got species, bioluminescent. We've got some more biolume, so we'll get that. We need another 3 species. Colour A, B, B, B. So we need another couple of A's and another couple of B's. Right, that'll do. This, that, and that. Give me a weird creature. And it's these 2 animal things at the back, which are going to need animal spawns. Where are they? And they've all spawned together, all glitchy. Like a horrifying monster. Well, I've been petting them easy. There's 3. Go on, split apart. There you go. Now they've spawned in. We've got a lot of these little cat, dog, antelope things. Don't push me out the way, you little turd. I'm trying to pet your little brother. Right, 5 genetic traits. My magnificent menagerie of disgusting creatures. Like, would you not move, please? Would you start moving, please? Move! Boink! Literally an explosion of life. What is this weird frog thing? Right, we've got 10 genetic traits. Ooh, looks like we've got a size 5 that time. Right, so these guys are happily munching away on our squashes and vegetable produce, which means we're going to have to seriously increase our own veggie output if we want to keep our creatures happy. Which doesn't really matter all that much, to be honest. But we might as well play the role of a responsible farmer. We've still got 14,000 power. We're chewing through the power, actually. Right, let's do some outdoor farms. 2 bee larvae each. I'm going to go for 8 farms. So 2 each for beans, squash, mushroom and eggplant. What else do we need for farms? Let's pin them. Blimey. Super alloy. Water bottles. T1 and T2 fertilizer. Now I remember why I moved this time, because I kept doing that and running up the ramp and getting stuck. I hate that thing. I'm going to put that upstairs. Right, we'll put this on fertilizer and then we'll deconstruct this piece of shit, then we'll move it upstairs. Because I'm sick of always running up the ramp and getting stuck, so that's going here. We barely use it. It's only a utility item. It should really be updated to be like serviceable and automatic, because it just spits things out in the base, and it should spit them out into a big chest which drones can take from. So you can automate it, but no. I'm going to take 3 of these, and then we'll make 3 T2 fertilizers. Right, let's go make some farms. And we'll make the farms right here. Farms do clip together, which is quite nice. So just hold control. Why are you not level? What are you doing? For the love of... What is all this nonsense with the... Why are you trying to clip like that? Don't do that, it's annoying. And why does the power keep thinking it's going off? We've got thousands of power. Oh, I don't know. Game be weird sometimes. Right, let's go upstairs, because I have no idea how many of each fertilizer we've got. Which means we're going to need another couple of T2s. Okay, I think the T2 fertilizer has run out because we don't have any squash. Yep. In that case, we shall go outside and we shall plant some seeds in the very few farms that we managed to get. Starting with squash. It's this tiny little thing here that you plant the squash in. There we go, squash. And then we should... Oops, we should... See, mousing over these things and opening them is a real pain in the ass. So you don't have to tell it to demand or supply anything, because the drones will just automatically harvest them, which is pretty good, I think. And this will be eggplants. And this one will be, if I can find the exact hit point, mushrooms. And the next one will be squash. No, beans. I know my words, shut up. Right, so we've got a squash bottleneck. 91% until we get some more squash. Dang it. So we'll just stop you from running. Okay, not great. Kind of running out of all kinds of stuff. Well, we've got enough T1 fertilizer to build the rest of the farms. So we need another Tech 1 fertilizer and another 5 Tech 1 fertilizer and then another 5 Tech 2 fertilizer. Understood. Right, what we're going to do is that we're gonna build 3 Tech 2 gas harvesters, because at the moment this is the only thing producing gas, and it's producing methane, nitrogen and oxygen, and to stop it backing up with something we don't want, I've got it literally on create as much as you can and all excess go in here, so the drones are being kept busy doing that. And if we build some Tech 3 gas extractors, Tech 2, you tell these only produce this one gas, so then we can tell this to stop pulling, and then that'll mean the drones have less work to do. So 6 super alloys, 3 circuit boards, the last 3 circuit boards, 3 iridium rods, and 6 zeolite. Easy. And we're just gonna delete that. And we're just gonna go 1, 2, 3. Why are you saying power restored all the time? Don't do that. You make methane, you supply methane, 1, go. You make nitrogen, supply nitrogen, priority 1, go. You make oxygen, supply oxygen, priority 1, go. You do not demand any of that. Because this was on the leftovers. And now all they're doing is that they're actually pulling from all of our Tech 3 extractors. So our drones are literally pulling silicon from this Tech 3 extractor, bringing it here to stick it in here. So the drones are just constantly flying around the map, doing that with iron and titanium and everything. And I don't want them to be doing that anymore. So this is literally pretty much just getting turned off. Because everything's only producing a single thing now. So we shouldn't need anything to be getting burned. The only thing we do have to do manually is empty out our habitats, these little things, ecosystems. Because they do back up with rare butterflies. And because we don't have the recipes to build these rare butterflies, the drones don't recognise that they're things that can be pulled. So we'll just do it ourselves. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know I built 5 of them. Is this number 5? No, it's number 1, 2. I can never find the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, come on, where is it? Here it is. Hiding behind the stone pillar. Boom, good. Okay, we can make T2 animal food. Let's go and investigate that after we put these butterflies away. There they go. So hopefully we won't have to use the gene extractors anymore. We should be able to, if we can keep the animals fed. Then we could set up the animal feeders as demand from the farms. Or we just put them on demand and stick them on priority 0. So then, when the chests of food indoors are filled on priority 1, anything in excess will go out here to the animals. Okay, how are you? Got a genetic trait, so you must be happy and healthy. Where's the rest of them? Come here, come here, come here, come here. I'm just gonna pet them at random. Like, they should all be fed. We've filled up all the feeders. I'm not overly concerned about... Oh my god. Have they really eaten all that food? You hungry little buggers. Well, it could be that the animals eat really quickly. I haven't really looked into how much and how often animals eat, but they seem to be chewing through the food supplies at quite a great rate of knots. But then they might all have gone to the same feeder because all of our feeders are overlapping, so I think that is indeed what has happened. But we'll soon find out. Anyway, we're being bombarded with asteroids, so I'm going to go back home. We've petted the animals, we've got lots more genes out of it. And what genes did we get? Bioluminescent, some traits, some colours, some species, all that good stuff. I'm thirsty again, because of course I am. So we were waiting for squash to be made. Okay, we've got some squash. So we could then get some Tech 2 fertilizer, so then we could make the 4th farm to make beans. I'll put those there and make them into Tech 2 fertilizers. 1 and 2. Jolly good. Stop it. And we need to find the outdoor farm. Here it is. Why is it snapping like that? Why is the angle like that? What the cock is going on? Just snap onto the other farms in the same angle. Why are you like this? What the... Okay. Apparently this bean farm wants to be on that ridiculous angle. You do you. And then as soon as these are ready, as we see, growth 3%, boom, the drones are just like zoop, and they've harvested it. Gone. This is brought in a harvest, this is brought in a harvest, these are just beginning to grow. But yeah, that's pretty good, isn't it? So I'll wait until I've got another Why are these farms at weird angles like that? I don't like that. Are you going to make me build foundations and stick them on foundations? I don't want to do that, but I will if I have to. You absolute turds. Just... They've just been planted, so... Come here with me. Honestly, this game sometimes, man. Right. Will the farms build on foundations? This is the big question. Apparently, yes, they will. So we'll just line it up, nice and close. Stick it on the foundation so it's nice and flat. Could you hear my frustration? Can you feel it? I can feel it. It's in me bones. Right. Farm. Snap to other farm. Good boy. Get planted. Farm, give me seeds. Go away. Farm. Snap to other farm. Good boy. Well done. And you give me this. All we've lost is a little bit of crop growing time, and I don't care about that. So, farm, farm, snap, snap. Snap to the... Snap to the farms, you shit. Oh my god. Just... What are you... Why? Why you be like this? Right, that's 4 farms. Let's go and build another 4 foundations. Jesus. This one's not even snapping to the foundation correctly. Oh my god. Game is still in active development. We must make allowances. Because all we have to do is to put the seeds in once and then walk away, and then we'll never have to touch these farms again. The drones will do all the work. So does that mean that they've just brought in a whole load of squash? Yes! Okay, we can get the other 4 farms built now. So we need... another 3 of these in my hand. And then we need to build another 3, but leave them in the crafter to build into T2. Why have I got 2 zeolite in my inventory? And the uranium rod, where's that come from? What were we building that needed that? Oh, is that from the Tech 1 gas extractor? Okay, 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 okay. Oh, well, the zeolite has been refilled already, so I'll stick this in here. And the iridium rod goes here. Was that what a gas extractor is made out of? Yes, okay. Mystery solved. I was very confused. You need plant seeds, you tit. Squash. Eggplant. Mushroom beans. Okie dokie. Right. Let's make some farms that are all going to snap onto each other really nicely, and it's not going to be a pain in the ass at all, and everything's gonna be wonderful. See, first time, there was never any problem. I didn't have to just change the angle and silently swear. And opening the farms is really easy. It's not difficult at all. They don't have the most minuscule and hard to find hitbox in the world. They're really easy, I swear. Right, anyway. That's 10 of each crop being produced every... Doesn't tell you the growth time. Of course it doesn't. Why would it? Right, doesn't tell you the growth time. I think it's 150 seconds. So every 150 seconds, we're going to get that many thingies. Right, instead of putting that super alloy in the shredder, I'm going to make some more alloy rods. Alright, so farming done. Got lots of little animals. They're all quite happily munching away. Speaking of that, we need to go and set up these animal feeders to demand eggplant, squash, beans, mushrooms, but we'll leave them on priority 0. So all the chests in the base will be filled up first, and then anything left over goes to animal feeding. Because I believe if the animals are fed, it increases their animal productivity. It's not just about keeping them happy so I can pet them to get more genes to make more animals. There is method to what we're doing. Nice. Where are all the animals that live here? Have they wandered off somewhere to eat? Here you are. You weird antelope, sheep, cat, dog, lizard thing. Get over the base. Right, that's another genetic trait to go in the strange locker of genetics. Right, I think I've prattled on at you for long enough today. That was a very productive episode. We've got automated farms to feed the animals, which we made 25 different hybrid animals by using our mad scientist genetic manipulators here. We've set up 2 banks of genes. We've had to manually harvest all the butterflies, but I think that's okay. And this has almost been restocked already because of our habitats. So everything's going well. How is number looking now? Animals, 646,000. Insects, still only 283,000. But we know we've only put up 2 insect rockets. So next time, we'll concentrate on doing another 8 insect spreader rockets to make that number go up. Tech tree-wise, pretty much everything done apart from the extraction platform at 5 Ti. And the animal spreader rocket at 70 kilotons of biomass, very close to getting that. So we'll be making 10 of them as well. And I'll talk you through that. T4 jetpack. Why don't we just celebrate the end of this episode by making a T4 jetpack? Why not? Pin the recipe. Osmium rod. Iridium rod. Iridium rod. What looks like 2 Blazar quartz. And the Boom Boom powder. And the Tech 3 jetpack. Well, that was short and sweet. Bam! Tech 4 jetpack. We're now super duper speedy. We are, I promise you. We're much faster than we were, and we can fly a lot higher. So that was great. See how high we fly in the next episode. Next time, we're not going to be playing Farmville. We're going to be building the portal generator, and we're going to do some procedural wrecks because that's always good fun and it's very profitable. So I'm going to go away and make some explosives and power generators, and we'll take them with us. And we'll see how many tokens we can make in the next episode. Until then, do look after yourself, and I'll see you again soon.